Hey guys, everybody's ready. Everybody can hear me. I'm super excited to announce today our first call of 5 weeks to excellence. We planned an education for everybody who's doing already network marketing, who's thinking about network marketing, who want to grow inside and outside and getting a better person in their business or also private. Today, our first speaker is a really special person to me. It's Michelle from the Netherlands. I really love her. She's such an amazing person. She's a single mom. She's rocking this business full time. She's a full-time networker. She's traveling a lot all over the world. She has prospects all over the world in more than 100 different countries. And she's just a rock star. But I don't want to tell you so much about Michelle. I think she is telling you her story immediately, and I want to say welcome to Michelle Groote from the Netherlands.
Thank you, Sabrina, for this lovely introduction. Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with us today. Let me just quickly share my screen. Today, I'm going to talk about how to become a recruiting machine. But before we're going to do that, I'm just really excited to know where all of you guys are coming from. So just drop in the chat wherever you're coming from. Always really exciting to see all those different countries. So I'm excited. Germany, England, Wales, UK, Austria, Germany, Netherlands, Austria, UK, Netherlands, Wales. Great to have all those in Netherlands, Wales again, Belgium, Austria, UK, Netherlands. Great to see all those different cultures. And that is what I really love about this industry and about this business, that we can work with all different people from all over the world. So before we start, I'm just going to quickly introduce myself. I don't want to take a lot of time out of your schedule. So I'm Michelle, I'm 30 years old. I'm a single mom, as Sabrina told, from a 6-year-old daughter, and my journey in network marketing started about 4.5 years ago. I started because I became a single mom. I was a flight attendant and I didn't have actually any time for my little one. So I decided that I need to have a plan B, an extra income, and especially in the month December, I needed to work during Christmas, New Year's, my daughter's birthday, and I was like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I do not want to work in this rat race, work from not from 9 to 5, even in the nights, the weekends. I had needed to have babysitters every single day, so I didn't want to do that anymore. I decided to find another solution, and that was for me network marketing. I didn't even know that I started out with network marketing. I actually thought I was just going to sell some products on social media. After 6 months, somebody told me, well, Michelle, you can also start your own team. So think about this. Just after 6 months, I wish somebody has told me earlier. So always tell what you can offer to all your prospects and all your people in your team. Actually, after 9 months, I reduced my hours to 75% instead of 100%. And then it started to roll after a year, 50%, or after 1.5 years, 25%. Then I took days off, half a year off, unpaid, because I was so scared to jump all out of my job, to really resign from my job. So after a half a year, I decided just to quit my job and to do this full-time in network marketing, which I totally love. Guys, if you come in, can you mute yourself, please? Thank you. So yeah, that was a little bit about me, but today it's all about you guys. I want you to learn today, and I want you to also have a great success story. So today we're going to talk about how to become a recruiting machine. And in order to become a great recruiting machine, the branding needs to be good, the social media needs to be good, recruiting needs to be on point, of course. And we're also going to talk a little bit about why. So first of all, branding. Who are you? Who's the person that you are? You really need to think about this a lot, because if you are somebody who is talking about every single thing, has not really clear things what they are talking about, you cannot brand yourself. So you need to brand yourself well. Who are you? Just talk to the people that you know. For example, your best friends, as your best friends, your family. Who am I? What do I really love? If you don't know it by yourself, it doesn't really matter. but think about this and then just write down 3 things that you are. For me, it is actually really simple. It's single mom, it's traveling, and it's wine. Because I always post these things and people know me for that. And that is making yourself a brand. If you're always talking about that, whenever people want to travel, they ask me for advice. Whenever they want to travel with kids, they ask like, okay, is that possible to go with kids there? Maybe I haven't even been there, but people think that I've been everywhere because I'm always posting about traveling, being a single mom. So please brand yourself so that people come to you and that you have a clear target audience. If you have pictures on Instagram, on Facebook, please post yourself, post whatever you're doing. For example, post about that being a single mom, post about traveling. If you only post pictures like those weird mirror pictures that you cannot see your head, or those weird cat or dog pictures, don't get me wrong, it's like kind of cute, but think about this. If you wouldn't know yourself and you're only posting pictures like this, would you really, for example, date someone who's having those weird pictures on Instagram or social media? You would probably think, wow, this person is fake, or this person that cannot be real. And it's exactly the same with our business. So you really need to post who you are. People need to see who you are. You need to have a clear target audience. So what do I mean if I say a clear target audience? You really need to know who are the people that you want to attract. A lot of mistakes are like that you stop adding people to your list. We all want to have a list of prospects that we are talking with. And sometimes we forget to add new people. And if we do not add new people, we cannot show the opportunity to new people. So that is really important. Also, a mistake is that A's recruit B's, B's recruit C's, C's recruit D's. And that is because we are afraid. We are afraid to talk to people. We think, well, that person maybe is a little bit better than me, so I'm not gonna talk to them. And it's what we used to think, well, this person, she has so many followers, I am not going to talk with her. And that is a really common mistake. Please do not do that. Just talk to everybody. You never know what things the person are looking for. Like, for example, the person who the life looks like a highlight reel, maybe they are very miserable, or they do not have extra cash, or they do not have the time freedom. So it's important to talk to those kind of people. If you think that everybody is your target audience, that is also a common mistake, because you need to really have a clear target audience. If you know who your target audience is, then you can also speak about them on your social media, so they feel like you're speaking to them. And if you then add those kind of people, then it's really easy to make a conversation or to get them into your inbox. So make a list with your how your dream team member look like. So is it a male or female? What is his age? What is the nationality? What is the character? Does he want to work part-time or full-time in this business? Has he a job right now? What kind of profession does he have? What is their why? What kind of sport do they like? Do they have kids? Like, really a clear list that you really know, okay, I'm going to talk to these kind of people. I'm going to show these kind of people who I am. Because most times when you make a list, it's kind of who you are yourself. And if you're speaking to these persons, it's easier for them to contact you. So this is really how you're going to start with recruiting, with adding those kind of people to your followers. But the magic really starts when you can post about your achievements and wins when your target audience is interested in. So for example, last week, Sabrina was there as well, Alex was there, Isabel was there, Julia was there, a lot of more people probably who are in this call were there in Iceland. For example, I post a lot about traveling, always. Now I post a lot about the incentive trip, which we got to Iceland. And a lot of people are commenting, are asking like, how did you get this? Is it possible for me as well? So if you post about your achievements and wins, where your target audience is interested in, they will really contact you. And you do not have to have big things. You can also have smaller things. So for example, people always think, well, in order to have success, in order to post about something, I really need to have success. No, for some people, it is really about having an extra day off, or other people is like having an extra amount of money in the month. so that they can survive the month, because the life is getting more expensive, so it's more difficult for them to live. But think about this one really well. Your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room, because people know you for that. So always think about that. What would people say when you're not in the room? Next one is social media. Social media is really important. Social media is your window shop. Would you shop in a window shop where it's like really ugly and really weird things, or would you shop in like a hip and trendy window shop, right? I think everybody has the same answer. What we do on our social media, we can do posts, we can do stories, we can do lives, of course, we can do everything. But in the posts, you really need to inspire people and give them value, show them what is possible when having an online business. So your goal is to get them inspired, that they learn something from you, or show that how you could help them. And that is really important from your posts. In your posts, I do not want to see, like, for example, this with brands on it, like this is the Nara. It's not Nara, I'm not, but just that you can like have an idea what I mean. All with the brands on it, talking only about Jeunesse or showing Jeunesse only, showing a lot of product pictures. We really don't want that. We want you to make people interested, to make people curious. If you post everything, for example, all the brands, then people would not come into your inbox. And why would you have people in your inbox? Because if people go to Google, they Google Nara and they find some Nara, maybe for a cheaper amount of money, maybe they find one review that is bad out of all the 1,000 reviews that they have, that they see, but they think, well, somebody didn't like it, so I'm not going to buy it anyway. So do not all post all the brands of the names. Do not post like all products only. No, really get them inspired on your posts. What I want to see actually is sometimes, this what I tell to my team, is sometimes post about products, about if you're really excited about transformation, please show it. But I would highly recommend to share products in your stories. So you can do stories about products, but also please remove the brands, make your own pictures, show people what you're drinking, show people what you're taking, instead of show the brands right in front of them. But stories are kind of, I don't know if Big Brother exists in all the countries, but this is your own reality TV show. So it's really a glimpse in your life. What kind of life do you have? Who is Julie? What does she do? Who is this person really? If you show them, if you show the people, and especially with videos, if you show people what you're doing in real life, for example, if you're just having a holiday, or if you're working in the garden, or you're having a party, it doesn't matter what, but show them who you are, because that creates trust. The people think, well, I saw Julie, she really likes to travel, she really likes a good party, she really likes to read this and this kind of books, and they feel that they trust you, they can trust you, sorry. So you're already bonding, and this is what you want to have. But you can also talk about your struggles and how you have overcome them, because a lot of people do not want to talk about struggles, but everybody in life has struggles, you know, like the neighbor who is living the perfect dream, who has always the green grass, he is also having struggles in life. And if you talk about these struggles, people can relate to you, and you are a real person to them. So show in stories who you really are, talk about struggles and how you overcame them, and of course, products and business. Think about this one. And if you want, please share it with us in the chat as well. What attracted you into this business? Was it maybe community, money, free travels? Just let me know in the chat. Travels, money. Anyone else? The products, also great one. Money and travel, money and time freedom. You see, for most of the people, it was money. And people always think money is a dirty word. People do not want to really talk about money. But if you talk about money and if you share your wins with the money, you will see that you attract people. For example, I also saw it in Alex and Sabrina's team, that they were sharing the wins from the commissions. And of course, please do not make any claims, but you can share those kind of success. You can share successes that are in a business. I do not see often those wins. And this is really why you joined. Look at all of you guys. Why did you join? I often saw travel or money. So really talk about it. Money isn't a dirty word. Sometimes you think it's a dirty word, but it isn't at all. So show success, show time with your loved ones, extra money. If somebody in your team or yourself can cut down their hours, maybe you can go on an extra holiday, show it so people know what is possible. So you will attract those kind of people as well. Also on Instagram, we can do highlights. So it's really important with the stories that you use highlights as well. And highlights, you can have different things in highlights. For example, what you do, your success stories, products, maybe explanation of the compensation plan, maybe a highlight about incentive trips. These are just examples, but you can do one of them or more of them, of course. And if you show it, people do really click on those highlights. So what you also can see on highlights is whoever watched it. Did you already notice that you can see, same as your story, who watched your highlights? And actually, this is your warm market, because they already saw a lot of you guys and they already have this bound with you. And we really forget to contact those persons. And why do you think that they clicked on the topic compensation plan? Because they are interested in how you're now earning. Or maybe you think, well, they press on a button, incentive travels. You can talk about incentive trips. It's actually really simple, but we often forget about these things. Then about recruiting, you cannot live an above average life with a less than average or average effort. I see a lot of times that people, yeah, I'm kind of busy, or it's summer holiday, or my kid is free from school, so I cannot do anything this week. We always make things up in our head why we cannot do it. But if you don't put effort in, you cannot ever live an above average life. So my question to you right now is, how many presentations did you show in July? And is it really in alignment with what you want to achieve? Because I think you all guys know the numbers, okay, if I, for example, show these many presentations, then I might have this number of signups. So think about this one. How many presentations did you show last month? And is it in alignment with what you want to achieve? Where can you find people? You can find people everywhere. You can find people on TikTok, on Facebook groups, hashtags on Instagram. And I would do hashtags, of course, with what kind of things that you like. Back to your target audience, where is your target audience interested in? And those kind of hashtags. And of course, your story watches, because those people are your hot market. In order to recruit people, you need to talk to people. So don't be scared, don't be lazy, just do it. Because if you're not doing anything, then of course, it won't work. It won't ever work, because you need to talk to people, and you want to that people coming to your inbox, because in your inbox is really where the money is going. So how will people notice you? I use the 1, 2, 3 methods, and it's actually really simple. I just go on Instagram to people that are my target audience. And if there's a story, I comment on their story. So that's number 1. Number 2 is I do 2 comments on 2 of their posts. So I comment on 2 of their posts, and then like 3 posts, because they will see every time Michelle Groote is liking your post, Michelle Groote commented on your post, and they really see, okay, who's this girl? They're gonna check out your profile, and really they're gonna either send you a friend request back, or maybe they're gonna talk with you in your because you are answered on the stories. So this is really how I do it, because I want them to notice me instead of the other way around. Of course, instead of the other way around. So I want them to see what I'm doing in order to get them curious. Really important is to solve your prospects' pain points. Listen to the persons, listen to their problems, and prospects should talk 90% of the time. So let them talk. And how do you let them talk? With asking questions. Ask them a lot of questions so you get to know them. It's not about you, it's about them. You can help them with this opportunity. You can help them with the products that we have. So you really need to listen to them and ask the questions. And if you ask the questions, you get the answers and you know where to talk about the next time. Tell stories. For example, you can use your own story, but maybe you do not have your own story yet or your own success yet. Then what you can do is also use somebody else's story. Like, for example, I know I also didn't have any time, but I know Sabrina also didn't have any time. And she decided just to create an extra income and work a little bit harder for a month. And after that month, she could like take a little bit off. So she created time freedom like that. I just say anything, but use somebody else as well. Use somebody as third person if you do not have your own story yet. You cannot make up anything like, oh yeah, I feel the same. If you're not feeling the same, they really will see like, okay, this person, never mind, she's lying, because you know whenever somebody's lying to you, like you feel it in your gut. So please do not say anything that's not true. Just use another person to talk about, like a third person, and show your struggles and wins as well. You can also share it with your prospects, like what you were struggling with before you started this business. Of course, I wouldn't show the struggles when you're in this business. I would really say like, okay, if you're talking with prospects, I had also struggles with finding extra time freedom, or I'd also struggles with paying my bills. But because of this opportunity, I'm now able to pay my bills. Do not focus on the future, focus on the next 30 days, because the future might think, well, it's a little bit too far away. So please focus first on the next 30 days. And I also thought, okay, why not just do a challenge for you guys to show in the month of August 30 presentations, because we already talked about how many did you show in July, and did that really align to your goal? I don't think so, honestly, because it's summer, we all like slowing a bit down, enjoying the sun, barbecuing. But during this time, it really is go time, because a lot of people aren't working. A lot of people are really slowing back. And if you show yourself on social media, if you keep showing up at your team, at trainings, on Facebook, then you will get those prospects coming to you. Because sometimes prospects follow different people, and if they see, okay, this Alexander Kai is really taking some time off, but Sabrina is still posting and still helping their people, they will really go to Sabrina. So show up, keep showing up also during the summer months, because I know sometimes you get distracted during summer. So this is why I would say we're gonna do this challenge. If you're there, of course, and if you're there, please put a 1 in the chat. We're gonna show 30 presentations in the month of August. Great. So thank you very much, guys, for this call. A lot of people are joining. Fiona, Alexander, Julia, Amber, Sandra, Fiona, Mike, Abby, Virginie. Great, guys. Let me know next time. Oh, Sabrina is going to do a lot. Let me know next time if you really, really hold your word. So yeah, this was my presentation. I hope you guys learned something from it. And oh, thank you. You're welcome. I just want to say next week, it's the same time at 7 o'clock. Hope to have all of you guys again here. Please invite your team. You can learn a lot from all those different speakers that we have lined up for you guys. So invite your team, be there, make sure that you make some notes, and love speaking to you. Have a lovely Monday and go crushing it. Bye-bye.